Hi everyone, welcome to my Hacienda. I'm Alicia Haas, aka Miss Cheddar Haas, and today we're going to be making a great party staple, salsa. But it's not just any salsa, it is a summer salsa. It has fruit, vegetables in it, mint. It's great. It's great to serve at parties as an appetizer. You will see it disappear. So let's get started. I've already started by chopping up really finely 3 different colors of pepper. I have red, orange, and green in here. I have 1 more to go. We're going to cut up a yellow pepper. And I cut it up around the seeds in the center and around the core. That way I just don't have to deal with it. Right. So I'm going to cut these up into real thin strips. Really thin strips. Kind of turn it to the side and do real thin cuts so they get really small. I don't know if you can even see that. Really small little pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and finish. Now sometimes you get these white parts. You don't want those. Those are kind of tough and not so tasty. So go ahead and get this finely chopped. Now this is great not only for an appetizer, but if you wanted to have this alongside your dinner on top of chicken, on top of pork, this would be really, really good on top of fish, on top of a really nice halibut. That would be great. So this is a very versatile dish that you can make. It stays good for days in the fridge, so you can definitely make it ahead of time if you're bringing it to a get-together or a picnic. And it's got something for everybody in it. It's got fruit, it's got vegetables, it's very kind of sweet and spicy, so it definitely appeals to just about everybody. All right. My yellow pepper is done. Whoop. No escapees. Alright, so I have cherry tomatoes. So the reason that I'm using cherry tomatoes instead of big tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes in the salsa is because cherry tomatoes are much sweeter, and if you're going to use fruit, you don't want that very acidic kind of flavor in your tomatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and just, ooh, he is very juicy, and just kind of chop him up. I'm going to cut them in half, and then in half again. Cut them in half. You want a really, really sharp knife to do this. And then half again. I have about a 1/4 cup of tomatoes. They're not the star of this salsa. As with many salsas, the tomato is the star. There's not one really big standout ingredient in here. Everything kind of melds together. Every time you take a bite, you get a little something different. You get the tomatoes, you get the fruit, you get the peppers. We're going to put onion in here. So you're going to get a whole bunch of different tastes every time you kind of bite into this. So it's great. Ooh, he is really juicy. These cherry tomatoes happen to be from my garden, which is, you know, another reason that we're using them, because we're overrun with cherry tomatoes. We put 2 super sweet 100s in at the recommendation of one of my coworkers. She really loved them, so I put them in. And I am, like, every day we come in and bring in one of these, like, bowls full of cherry tomatoes. Like, it's ridiculous. So I'm trying to find as many ways as I can to use them up. Alright, so these guys, done. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of put these in. I want to be careful to not get all of the sauce and the juice and the seeds in. Alright, so let me grab a quick paper towel, wipe off the cutting board. Alright. Back to more veggies. I have a jalapeno, so I'm going to cut him up pretty fine. And we are going to leave the seeds in. The seeds and the ribs. So now, if you are afraid of spice, don't like spice, you can absolutely either leave the jalapeno out if you don't want it, or you can cut it and rib it, take the seeds out, just so you know, you get that jalapeno flavor in there, but you don't have to worry about the spice. All right. Let's put him in. Now, the onion. So I'm going to go ahead, cut this onion, peel him. Now I'll teach you a really easy way to get the onion diced really finely. Don't want any skin. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut him this way. Right down the center. Now I'm going to cut him this way, so taken from the little root and straight to the edge. Just make sure to not cut through this edge part of it, because it'll hold it together. And now I'm going to go down in real fine cuts all the way to the tip. And now you have little pieces of onion that match the little pieces that we have of the pepper, of the tomato, and of the jalapeno. So we're big fans of onions in this house. So whereas I put one onion in, or one pepper in, one of each color, one tomato, one jalapeno, I'm going to put 1.5 onions in. This onion is rather large, so I'm only going to use half of him. Chill there, get the top out. Peel this guy. Alright. Oop, skin. Same thing. Cut down the middle. Slices from the root. And then really small slices across the front. Now if you have a really big onion, one of those like softball size onions, you can make 2 or 3 slits lengthwise, just to make the pieces even smaller. Alright. So, one more vegetable. Well, I guess he's kind of not really a vegetable, but he is. Garlic. So I'm going to smash 2 garlic cloves. Get the skin off. Easy way to get the skin off. Put it down, flat side of the knife, and pound with the heel of your hand. Kind of smashes it, breaks it open, the skin comes right off. So I'm going to cut him into little pieces, because no one wants a really big piece of garlic in their mouth. Alright. So I'm going to take this and just really, really finely chop it. And then just to really ensure that I don't have any big pieces, I'm going to go ahead and run my knife and just smash it with my hand. Just to get any big chunks out. Alright. And it makes my knife, my board, everything smell like garlic, which is never a bad thing. One of the tips when you're taking your cutting board and you're kind of scraping the vegetable or fruit or whatever off, use the back of the knife, don't use the sharp part, to kind of get everything off. Alright, now comes the fruit. So I never use the same cutting board for vegetables, fruit, meat. I have 3 separate cutting boards. So he's my little, he's kind of a tomato, but I use him for my fruit. So I have 3 different kinds of melon. I have cantaloupe, so, I'm going to change knives. So I have cantaloupe, so I'm going to cut it up in small pieces, just like the rest of the vegetables. Watermelon. Especially with watermelon, I am more than happy to pay the extra couple dollars to have somebody chop it up for me. This is a seedless watermelon, so no worrying about the big black hard seeds that are in there normally. Now honeydew I'm not a big fan of just by itself. Like I won't sit down and have a bowl of honeydew like I would any of these other fruits, but I really like it in fruit salads and especially this salsa because it definitely holds up. Sometimes the watermelon can kind of break down a little bit because it is so delicate, it's literally just kind of water. So the honeydew really holds its shape and holds up well in this dish. All right, ooh, it's a big piece. One more. All right, all of that goes in there. So now we're gonna flavor this. Let me get a spoon and stir this up. Ooh, this looks so good. It's so colorful too. It just, you know, summer's starting to, well, we're kind of getting in that back to school kind of mode. It's August, so, you know, everybody's kind of realizing that the vast majority of summer is over. So this colorfulness is definitely a way to hold on to summer as long as we possibly can. All right, and as you can see, it is so colorful. It's so pretty. It's so nice. So I'm going to take some mint leaves. I'm just going to pull them off. Now, with regular salsas, you normally would put in cilantro. But because this has fruit in it, thought it might be nice for a really good fresh addition would be mint. All right. So now I'm going to run my knife through this. You need a really sharp knife for mint. Mint bruises really easily, so if you are using a dull knife, you can bruise it, and then it doesn't keep its nice green color like you would want. All right, we are pretty well chopped here. All right. Put the mint in. All right, and last but not least, I'm going to juice 2 lemons and put them in here. So I'm just going to juice it. I'm going to put my hand underneath to catch any of the seeds. Ooh, this is a really juicy lemon. Okay. Next one. All right. One more lemon. Wow. I hit the jackpot with juicy lemons. Wow. Should have made lemonade with these. All right. Stir this up. All right. So I'm going to go grab a tortilla chip. Tortilla chip. Go ahead and grab some of this. Oh. You get that spicy flavor from some of the peppers, the jalapeno, but it's matched with that sweet, cool flavor from the melon. Oh. That is so good. Woo! 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 I hit the jalapeno. Wow! Oop, nope, stay in the bowl. This is so good. Like I said, you can make it and keep it in the fridge. It stays good for probably about a week. Put it on fish, on chicken, on grilled chicken. How great would that be with some chicken, and this on top is kind of the garnish. So good. Definitely make this for your next party. Serve with a big bowl of Tostita chips and you'll be great. If you enjoyed watching me make this video, please subscribe down below. There'll be new videos up every Wednesday and Sunday. And until then, see you later. Bye!